Tonight's matchup is an inner city David versus Goliath. Big versus little. One of the largest schools in the state in the Fond du Lac Cardinals versus one of the smallest schools in the state versus Winnebago Lutheran Academy. What are we talking about? It's the KFIZ Fond du Lac Cup, the bragging rights for the claim to be called the best in the city. Who will walk away with the Fond du Lac Cup? We will know in 90 minutes. And now we'll turn it over to our sideline reporter, Gwen, for the opening lineup for the Vikings.
A junior midfielder, number 4, Rachel Mayhart. A senior defender, co-captain, number 5, Liz O'Connor. A junior midfielder, number 7, Morgan Markgraf. A sophomore defender, number 10, Sarah O'Connor. A senior defender, co-captain number 12, Marston Steinberger. A junior forward, number 15, Kira Wickman. A junior midfielder, number 17, Aaron Belling. A sophomore forward, number 18, Caitlin Bonilla. And a junior midfielder, number 20, Haley Becker. The Vikings are coached by Pastor David Haig. He is assisted by Emily Phillips.
Today's broadcast is copyrighted, protected by the Jim and John Show, but we want our WLA families to share it. The opinions expressed during the Jim and John Show are ours and not WLA or any other affiliates of WLA. So, go ahead and enjoy today's broadcast.
Well, Jim, it's a frosty one. I don't know, it says it's spring, maybe going into summer. It's the middle of May, and Jim, I think I see snow flying.
When you said a frosty one, my thoughts went somewhere else, John, but it is cold tonight. We had a couple of, 85-degree days this week. The old cold front came through last night, and it is chilly. Soccer weather.
Yeah. Well, tonight's a special night. It's the Fond du Lac Battle It Out for the KFIZ Fond du Lac Cup. Jim, that's kind of a special thing for the girls. We used to, years ago, hardly ever play the public school, but it's kind of turning around, and Fond du Lac wants to come and play.
It's a great thing, John. It's high school kids. A lot of these girls, I'm sure, know each other from playing club ball, traveling ball, and it's just a wonderful thing, and hopefully we have a good game tonight.
Yeah, the wind is coming out of the north, and you definitely can feel it. Fond du Lac is heading into the wind, and WLA's got the wind of their back. Field looks about the same as we saw it the last time. A little spotty. We've had some rain this week, and it's a little bit on the choppy side.
Yeah, with each passing week, the field's getting better and better. Considering how many games we missed earlier this year, they just couldn't play on this field because of all the water.
Jim, tonight will be a good test for our defense. They're going to get plenty of chances to play D, and we'll get a chance to see the back line a little bit more. We'll see a little bit more goalie play.
Yeah. Anytime you can play a D1 school, I don't care what the caliber is, it's going to be good.
And Kira takes it away from Fond du Lac, comes down the line, wide open in the center, but unfortunately it goes off the top of her foot out of bounds.
Too bad we had Caitlin Bonilla and one other player, Haley Becker, right in front. So
yeah, it was interesting. Now the two starters tonight are Wickman and Bonilla. So kind of Bonilla must be feeling a lot better, Jim, her ankle. She's got the starting nod tonight, and that's good to see because she can be a little firecracker when she wants to be.
Yeah, she changes everything. Not that there's no talent without her, but Caitlin's a very special player. Brings a lot of energy, speed, toughness.
Yeah, I've been thinking about the special K, Jim. She really is the special K. I like that. I think we're going to go with that.
Yeah, and wow, a couple more years left, only a sophomore.
Yeah, that's amazing. There's a nice clear. There we go. We got a 2-on-3 right now. Wickman takes it around the corner, hits it hard. She's got speed, Jim. She's a lot taller, and she is hauling. I'd like to see her come inside there. She ended up trying to do a corner, and that was going to play short. So actually, it was kind of lucky that we get to have a throw-in on the side here and remain in possession of the ball.
Yep, and that's a skill that she'll learn. That stop and let the defender go by. And
Nice throw-in, Jim. There it is. Opportunity. Oh, step. There we go. Here comes across and an own goal. Fond du Lac accidentally, as the cross is coming over to Bonilla, unfortunately, it hits off a Fond du Lac player. It diagonally goes back, and the goalie wasn't ready for it.
just say Viking goal in the third.
Viking goal in the 3rd minute.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Fond du Lac, fortunate for WLA. They lead. Boy, that's a fast score, Jim. Another 2 minutes into the game, and WLA puts one
And
up.
for the Vikings, number 14, Kelly Wickman.
Interesting substitution,
There's a nice shot on goal.
Yep. Right away, after we talked about what happened down in the corner, Coach Haig substituted Kira out of the game. You usually don't see it that early unless he has a point to make with her.
Good
and I'm
catch.
sure he will, and I'm sure she'll be right back in, but that's his way of teaching. So
Yeah, it's hard on a soccer field unless you're going to yell directions in. But yeah, Jim, good catch. That's why you're hired.
when does my paycheck show up?
Hey, it goes with the guy who does the video work
There
that
you
keeps
go.
getting fired.
There you go. And the announcer. Yeah, nice. And again there, just put pressure on, and that's what we talk about.
Oh, there's a
lot.
nice play, Jim, by number
10's
10.
a very good looking ball player.
You know what she did? She got a little touch on it.
Zoe Pantella,
Yeah.
senior, she's been playing a lot of years for Fondy. So this is going to be good tonight. I think we're going to see some fireworks here from both teams.
Yeah, it's the same strategy, really, that the boys use, Jim, is to try and get good competition before you go into the playoffs, to try and give your team what it's going to be like to play extremely high-quality
Yep.
teams. And Fond du Lac, okay, they're not number one in Division One, but you know what? You're still playing. What is it? Fond du Lac is the second biggest school in the state.
Over 2,000 students.
So it still gives you a great opportunity to play those better team and more physical. There's a nice play right there to the center. Ooh, I was hoping we'd get that one cleaned up. Nice pickup by Margraf there. Can she get it to hold? Bonilla steps in. There's an opportunity in the offensive
Still laying
third.
there. Still
And a
laying
nice...
there. Here we
I
go.
thought
Here
there
we
was
go.
a shot. It spun off of her foot, and there's our little speed demon. Gets a... Oh, Jim!
That was a
How did
great
she get that off?
Great little cross.
Wow, here comes Fond du Lac. They got a little bit of space coming up the side here. They got their midfielder wide open. But Steinhilbert blocks it off and takes the opportunity away. And look at WLA recover with the ball. Nice work right there. A little bit too far. I thought that was going to Haley's Comet there, but it went past her. Yeah, Jim.
There's that step we talked about, John, that hesitation step in. It's a great move. Look at Becker. Stay with him, though.
Fond du Lac looking to score here.
Uh-oh.
Opportunity
Keep
in
your
the
hands
box.
away. Good, nice job on defense. Now they're going to put some pressure on us. We have to find 10 constantly and stay with
And
them.
they're going to take a shot, I can just tell. And they have the goalie.
Very nice.
WLA back on the attack after that goal kick. We had a little technical glitch. We got it fixed out. Fond du Lac with some room here on the left side. Let's see what they can do with it. Steinhelber. Jim, I would have liked to see her a little bit tighter and not let her see the field. But they're going to learn some of that now. That was a great play, Jim.
Excellent hustle by Liz O'Connor.
That looked like it went right off the Fond du Lac player for a goal kick for WLA.
Returning for the Vikings, number 15, Kira Wickman.
Well, we'll see what adjustments Pastor made and coached her up a little bit here. Kira coming back in. Ooh, short kick. Luckily, they didn't take advantage of that. I don't think they were expecting it.
They will next time. They're going to be up there.
I like what Fond du Lac's doing, Jim. They're playing the... ooh, there's a nice hard shot. Nice hands by our goalie. Because that was hard and fast, Jim, with an unusual skip. You know, those can be hard to get at times.
Quickness there of Aaron Belling. Just a little bit of a mistouch, but
you know, that's what happens when you play tight, Jim, is the defense or the offensive player has a lot less room to work, and if you make a mistake, it goes out of bounds, which is exactly what happened there. Tight defense, just like Haley did on that particular play. Over the top, Bonilla's going to take a run on it, but Final Act's got an opportunity to turn it, which they do. Nice play.
good work by Rachel Mayhawk.
Rachel Mayhawk did a nice job there. And possession WLA on a throw-in. Jim, they continue to throw in fast, and I like it.
Yep.
That one happened to go off Bonilla. Throw in Final Act, same thing. Nice fast throw in. Lots of space. But we're matching up, Jim, pretty well. I saw almost all the Final Act players matched up with one of the WLA players. So that's a good thing.
Nice.
There's a nice throw in. It goes over the head of Final Act. Bonilla's got a chance. She stays on her feet. Oh, she was going to take a shot. You could just tell. And the Final Act player clipped the back of her heel and took the ball away. Jim, in this win, you never know what's going to happen. When Bonilla, remember last week, she put that floater up there. This is the kind of weather that's supportive of that kind of play.
It's very deceiving, you know. We look across at the flag, John. It's not even moving. But trust us, up here in the booth, it's nonstop.
Yeah, I think they got the flag glued to the pole because I'll tell you what, my hands are even cold. Nice defensive play.
Very nice.
They say play on, and it's going to be a throw-in for WLA.
Nice. Sarah O'Connor stuck her nose in there.
In for the Cardinals, number 7, Emily Wood.
Substitute for Final Act for the outside mid. Yeah, look at that flag, Jim. I swear it's glued down to the pole.
It's probably so tired it just got to take a break.
Final Act taking advantage of some space. Steinhilber steps in, makes a great play, and gets it out to the center mid. I would have liked to seen her look a little bit to see where that ball was going. And look at her scrap for that ball.
Bonilla comes back from the forward spot playing defense. Just everything you'd want from the forward.
She had a decent pass over to Wickman. Wickman couldn't get a good first touch on it that time. Now she comes back and says, hey, I'm going to try and take that ball away. There's some nice double teaming play.
A lot of position here. See how the girls...
Ooh, that's a wicked shot. Oh,
dodged 2 bullets there.
wow.
Off the crossbar.
That first shot was drifting, Jim.
Yeah, that's a tough one for a goalie.
And that cleanup play coming right behind, that could have been right in the goal. So, yeah, WLA dodges a bullet. You're not kidding.
Good teaching lesson for Brianna Bernard is don't assume anything. Stay inside your mark all the time. That rebound could have been a goal right there.
Yeah. One of the things, Jim, is WLA does not have, I don't think, anyone that I've seen yet, unless they're hiding, with like an outstanding, huge booming leg to be able to clear that ball.
Right.
They can hit the ball, but we don't have that booming where they can knock it half the field. Or
that's a great point. That's a great point, John. You're right. Normally, somewhere back on your defense, you've got 1 or 2 of your fullbacks that can just really pound that ball and get you out of trouble.
Yeah.
And it changed the field right away.
And when you don't have that, Jim, you got to try and make those short passes that are accurate when you're in trouble and not panic. And I thought that one that just hit off the bar was one of those kind of panicky, I want to get the ball out but didn't pass it to anyone, and those can hurt you.
Fondi does a nice job moving the ball side to side. They're forcing our defense to rotate.
Yes. Yeah, it's almost like WLA is a little bit trying to feel out Final Act. What is their speed? They're giving them a little bit too much space yet at this point. Coaches right on them to stay inside of their player. All the good things. This is a great learning lesson, Jim.
And I'm not sure if Ani played last night, but the Vikings did. So, they might just be a little step slow. They're playing back-to-back nights here. So, and they faced a good Lord's team last night and beat them handily 8-2.
Yeah, cleaned them right up. There was a nice piece of defense there, but she clipped her from behind, got the call, which is the right call. Quick kick. And are we ready? The goalie calls for the ball. Good job, Jim. That's what you expect from your goalie.
Yep.
Called it off, got the ball, moved towards it, didn't let it go out the end line and have a goal kick. Much better to take a punt than a goal kick, in my opinion. Especially on the girls' side, they seem to be more powerful with a punt.
It hasn't taken very long. It's very apparent that Fond du Lac's forwards and midfielders are extremely talented. Now their back line, I think we can do some damage against their defense.
Here comes a floater, Jim. She's got her head on it. Nice. Nice defense.
Two girls standing there and no one marked her. I think Pastor Hayes is going to have something to say about that. This might end up in the press box. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Jim, I'll tell you, that was the goalie play, and I'll tell you that another quarter of an inch, and that would have went over the goalie's head. But she ended up picking it up, making a stop. WLA avoids another one. And, that's what good teams have to do. They have to scrap every inch and come up with plays. Oh, there's an opportunity. She puts the ball through, and look at Kira Wickman just kind of sees that it's going to go to the outside and plays it pretty well for the WLA's. I think this is their first corner kick.
In for the Vikings, number 21, Alyssa Lorenz.
Unlike the last game, Jim, where they had the record 14 corner kicks in the first half, this is WLA's first opportunity. Let's see if they can get some power here. And you play it low. Is she going to go back to her? Yes, she is. Now, step into it. Oh.
Kind of let that ball get right up into her.
Yep. A little bit more practice on the pass back. Now, Jim, we worked on that in 6th grade. It was called kickball. Remember that?
That's the one, just pound it. You don't need any technique. Just get it up in the air and get it in front of the goal.
That ball would come for you, have a little momentum. It's like hitting a fastball in baseball. Ooh, and a little bit of handball, huh?
Not a break there.
Ball kind of came up her face, and I think she just brought her hand up to protect her face. And WLA, really, Jim, this is scoring position right here. I don't see enough people on the backside.
Yeah,
Where are they?
We need better numbers. Gosh.
Jim, that was a scoring opportunity. We kind of squandered that one. Look at the play by Haley. Fantastic. Unfortunately, Fond du Lac got it back. Now, let's see a booming kick. No call off there.
Yeah, and communicate a little better.
Nice little move there on the side. Nice shielding there by Fond du Lac.
There's our super freshman Lorenz in there playing middle mid.
Oh, good
Gives
call.
You some great energy. Alyssa Lorenz, just tons of energy.
Yep, Scrappy. Scrappy keeps going.
Look at that.
There she's going right to the, and she stays with them tight, which is exactly I've been saying. You got to stay with your defender tight, or you give them too much room to operate. Nice little chip there by Caitlin. Passes back to the throw-in. Whew. I think my lips stopped working, Jim. My eyes are watering.
Welcome to the middle of May, Wisconsin.
You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, this does. It kind of feels like that, boys sectional championship
Holy
weather.
smokes.
Here we go.
go.
Number. Send it, Alyssa.
Let's see if she's waiting. She's playing her.
Nice.
There we go.
Close.
Now you let her
Good job.
come up, and Fond du Lac has to.
It's really a nice job there, Jeff,
Yes.
hanging onto that ball.
She kept measuring. If they're not going to come up and put
In
pressure,
for the Vikings, number 3, Caitlin Couch.
I'm going to hang on to the ball, and that's what she did. And Fond du Lac makes a good play to just kick it out of bounds, and WLA stays in control of the ball. throwing. We're scrapping for it on the other side. Stay with it. Don't let them do that. Well, Final Act gets out of the hole there. But O'Connor makes a good play. Haley, a chop over the top. Jim, if the Final Act player would have headed it, that could have been the second own goal. Did you see that?
Yeah, I was hoping that she'd get her head on it because it either go up in the air or in the goal.
Because the goalie was coming out, and I think that would have bounced over her head.
Yeah, there again, just not quite. It worked, but I'd like to see some better clearances from our defense.
Center mid again plays the ball out of bounds. She's not real confident or that she can cover our player there, but the outside defender is doing a nice job against Caitlin. Right here, this number 2 likes to clear the ball out. I think I see Final Act, a spot where we could take advantage, Jim, is on that left side right over there. Let's get a little aggressive here. We got them pinned back. Oh. A lot of possession by Final Act, Jim. They're just moving the ball, like you said, a little bit. Side to side, out scrapping us. There we go. That's a tough play there for Final Act.
Open up, give her some angles. Right in between us. That's got to be.
Ooh,
You got to call that.
that's
out.
a tough one to play. You better. Uh-oh.
If you're a goalie,
There is a nice goalie play.
You got to call that off. That you can't give these teams second chances like that. Communication's got to get better.
Yeah, we had a mistake in there. O'Connor just kind of came off of her knee. She was not a good first touch, and it almost cost us a goal. Jim, that's the third bullet we've dodged. Goalie has made two of the bullets that they could have gotten. She has stopped. And Coach Haig is coaching them up. He gets a lot of opportunities to see different things and mistakes that are being made. And when you play good teams, Jim, you gotta play solid, fundamental soccer, or you get beat.
Yep. No, she's in the middle of the goal, so she can either come forward or go back.
There we go. Nice
Very
play.
aggressive play. I like to see that. That ball was hers. She wasn't going to let anybody get to it. Go.
There's the Wickman girl has got some speed, and she's turning it on. She gets her foot on the ball, but unfortunately, it just takes a bad little. Caitlin's going to get her first rest of the night special game. The Wickman girls are going to be in the attack mode. Let's see if we can't get some offense going here. We haven't really had that much opportunity. We got to take care of the ball, because if you don't, Final Act gets it, and you don't get a chance if you don't stay with it. Kaylin's running behind. She's got the corner on it, but she's getting some shoulder back, and took control of it. Good defense. Shouldered her out. Just like what you want to see happen.
Yeah. Be aggressive back here.
Haley's comment, we just saw you playing that player. You let a little bit too much room. Now, you're a great player. Just don't let them have that much space on you, because the girl was able to see what was going on. I like the idea if she would have just played that a little bit wider, Jim. She played it into the goals box.
Yeah, the goalie for Fondy's looks like she's very aggressive, so we're going to have to go wide with those instead of dropping them.
Yeah, small goalie, Jim. She isn't big in stature like we played against Lemira, the big 6-footer. But this girl is limber, and she comes out. Ooh, how did she get around all that traffic? Oh, she puts a move on. Centers it across. 14 has got the position, but can't do anything with it. WLA.
14 would have used her left leg instead of dancing around the ball 4 times.
Holy
But
smokes.
she would not use her left there.
No?
I'll tell you that number 10 for Fondy is incredibly
Good player.
With my 4 of us, 4 defenders. Going to have to try and get her on her left foot. Very strong with the right.
Yep, WLA is getting a chance to.
Yes.
WLA is definitely getting a chance to play. Brianna over there is really getting a chance to work on her skills.
Yeah, and it's good. Just keep, like you said, this game means nothing in the conference standings. All it's doing is making you better for the playoffs, and we're getting close.
Yep, we're getting a really good chance to work on the defense. The only thing I would like to see a little bit more, Jim, is to set up on the counter attack. You know what I'm saying? Final X had a lot of offense, but I would like to see WLA have a quick counter attack and see if we can't put one in. Got a couple of subs, Jim, coming in. Margraf and Bell.
Returning for the Cardinals, number 5, Esther Shorzy. And in for the Vikings, number 7, Morgan Markgraf. And number 17, Aaron Belling.
Mayhawk came out.
So did they move? Okay, they moved Pouch over to the other side.
Yeah, so they swapped her out. So that side over there has been a little bit tough tonight. They've been trying to attack down the right side, which is typical. A lot of teams are right-handed, so they'll come down the right side.
Boy, Marsden Steinberg, what a great job staying with her mark on that last little run there.
This 15, Jim, is no slouch either here for Final Act. I've seen her. She's their center mid. Bring that ball in and just stay right in control of it. Now, he got a little space. Let's look. And she got hit from behind. And, I didn't see that way. I thought it was the other way. But what I was saying is 15 is an awfully good midfielder and is really kind of, at least I think she's a midfielder, unless they're playing a 3D or are they playing, that's a hard one to play.
That girl.
Okay.
Yeah, they got 3 or 4 seniors on this Fondy team. They're just really good players.
Right here, look at her. She's going to piss. Oh, there's a nice play. Now here's our first chance, Jim, to really do something with it. Ooh, just a tough play by Final Act to get that.
Impressed with Morgan Markgraf's play. Aggressive, very good with the ball, doesn't turn it over too much. Good midfielder.
Oh, I'd like to see O'Connor step into that. There she did it. And forced the turnover by Final Act. Staying up close, Jim, putting pressure on. That's what we've been talking about all night. There's a nice pass. Ooh, a little flick play and a header. Positioned out. Okay, I was going to say, did you hear the whistle or a flag?
I was just barely
kind of watching to see if it was all the way over, but from here I couldn't see it. There's a nice play by Belling. Oh,
boy, Fondy really overloads one side here. 4 players in one smaller area.
And it might not be the worst strategy either, Jim.
Yeah.
Because the reason I say that is because we're certainly not countering to the we're not changing the field.
Right, so why not, right?
Yeah. If you got a team that changes the field a lot, boy, you can't get away with that at all.
And Fondy, what they do offensively, it's so different than most of the flyweight teams, is they commit, when that ball's up, they commit 6, 7, 8 people quickly to the offensive end. You don't see that in flyweight.
No, and they're playing that Spanish style of, let's bring it around the arc.
Coming in for the Cardinals,
side
number
to side.
4, Brianna Colton.
Yeah, what I was saying is bring it around that arc side to side, and that's exactly how Final Act plays, is the Spanish style of soccer. There's a lot of wind on that. 14 brings it down with a nice first touch, and we got enough to get it cleared out.
See both of our...
There's the pressure again.
All 4 of our midfielders were really sunk back.
Returning for the Vikings, number 18, Caitlin Bonilla.
So we're going to run Caitlin in middle a little bit here. That's good. She's a great passer.
Hey, Jim, I don't know if you got those batteries recharged, but I could use them for my electric socks.
I just wonder by the second half what we're going to sound like when our bases come
Let's see if Bonilla can take on that 15, Jim. And I think that's what Pastor wants to see because she's really been controlling the center of the field. Oh, and a nice flick by 14, but she cannot finish it.
Very good with it right here.
No,
Just kind of let her down.
But you know what, Jim? She put a nice touch on the ball, stayed in control, got it into where she needed to be in position. Yeah, Pastor wants her to play a little bit of defense in this particular game. There's a spinner there.
She's playing mid right now.
Was that Lorenz in that field there, Jim, running around? Okay.
So now they have the freshman Lorenz and the sophomore Bonilla running the central mid for us. That's important. You got two young gals out there doing a nice job.
Yeah, and I would never, I mean, I know we're not trying to necessarily, I'm going to say, win this game, because I would almost go to a 1-4 setup and probably come back with a third center midfielder, but especially when you're up 1-0. But, you know, keep playing the way we play. Got you here, and you might as well continue on. Here's a 1-on-3. She gets it through. Got to take a quick shot. Two.
Yep.
Unfortunately, nice push off. She got away with it. That was a heck of a push.
Yeah. She waited just a little bit too long to get that shot.
Crowd doesn't like it. But she could have scored on that, Jim.
Yeah.
She just needed to pull the trigger a little bit quicker. Oh, you need a hair trigger. When you got to let it go, you got to let it go.
Returning for the Cardinals, number 20, Brooke Hubbard. And for the Vikings, number 20, Haley Becker.
Okay, seem to be at full strength here, Jim. I mean, Pastor's got all of his, looks like his skill players on the field, trying to keep Final Act from putting a goal in. There's a nice pass out to the outside.
Bailout there. I'd like to see Haley just take that ball and look for a second, but work that time.
There she's got it. Can she stay with it? And just out of bounds. Tried to send that. I'm sorry, Margraf wasn't in. Trying to play that ball long to herself and off finally. Sideline reporter, what's the temperature?
Wind chill's got to be in the 20s.
Returning for the Vikings, number 7, Morgan Markgraf.
Okay, so that moves Caitlin back up top, and Morgan will slide back into the central mid.
Goal kick for Fondy.
Nice having players so versatile. You can just slide them around. They'll do a nice job for you. Go get that ball.
You know, some of the stuff, it's interesting because you can get away with some of those plays in the flyway when you're playing conference, you know, some of the lesser teams. But, boy, when you make Final Act and you don't make that good touch, they take the ball right away from you. Ooh, there's a nice pass. Nice second touch. Belling has a little trouble with the touch, but she's so fast she can run right on it. And the corner kick for WLA.
Yes, very nice.
I would like this to be able to get this through.
Returning for the Vikings, number 4, Rachel Mayhawk. And number 21, Alyssa Lorenz.
So now,
Who went in for O'Connor?
they bring in Lorenz. Looks like they're going to let her play that stopper position.
Okay. That's an interesting.
Wow.
Here's it's low and hard again.
I wonder if that's going to be her spot next year.
We should have been talking over there because Belling could have turned it inside.
All right, another corner kick.
Jim, I'd like us to see us do something with it. We just cannot seem to be enough of a threat on the corner kick here.
And then I said, oh,
That's not the world's worst play. We just, unfortunately, didn't take the right direction. Jim, we're coming into the 32nd minute of the game.
Thought we were going to have a lot more scoring than this, John, but both defenses are stepping up. Kaylee Gills played a really nice first half of goal.
Yeah, shout out to Kaylee. She's done a really
In for the
nice
Cardinals,
job.
number 12, Francis Clement.
Excuse me. Number 7. 12 who just went in. Is that Francis? France? Okay, thank you. Sorry. I mean,
Quick throw in, illegal throw in. No, they're calling it WLA's ball. I thought it was an illegal throw in at first.
I said Francis.
And it's kicked out of bounds.
shaking his head the entire time.
Caitlin, the
Here it is. Oh, that was
Did you
just,
see her spin that girl around and just slam that shot?
wow. And I'll tell you what, it was like a centimeter over to the left. And we might have been able to have a shot at that.
I was gonna say,
Wynn's going to pull it back out, Jim. And that's exactly what happened.
Poor Marsden Steinhilper, she runs all the way down there from her defensive spot. We kicked the ball into goalie outlet her like twice and knocks her right out of the box. It's like, thanks for running 75 yards. Here's your reward. Master's always done that, though. He brings those defenders up. You know. Actually, Marsden got a goal last night, according to the paper.
Oh, is that right? Good for her.
I'm guessing it was probably on a
There's
set
a step by your player there. Oh, nice play by Fond du Lac. Nice step in by WLA, but there's the physical play right there. I don't know if I would have necessarily called that, Jim. That looked like a 50-50 ball, but, you know, it is what it is. Now here, Jim wins at your back.
Oh, it wasn't back there.
Yeah.
What? What are you doing?
Oh, he's calling the first call. He is not calling the second call. Okay, I was like confused myself. That was ugly. That put you in a little bit of an awkward position.
Don't just run, White. Look for Don't stare at the ball. 21, look for some cutters. There you go. Excellent. Just like basketball, you can't just be staring at the ball.
You were saying about that booming leg. That was boy, it's hurting us right now.
It is.
Although that wasn't much better by Fond du Lac. Jim, they're switching the field there, just like you want to.
And right back in the middle, just like you brought up. See, we've sunk so far back that we have nobody up here to even play the ball. Our midfielders have got to react and get back up here and play a little offense.
Yeah, O'Connor just cleared that to the center of the field, and like you said, we had nobody there to collect it, unfortunately. Ooh, that was fortunate that we hit that one, because that could have been step, and a great play by our goalie again to stop the, wow. Outstanding play by our goalie. Yeah, there was a lot of traffic in there, but WLA comes up big again with a stop.
Yeah, nice.
Oop, there's a handball
nice
right
job
there.
By, Katie Gill so far, and you know she's been splitting time with Sarah Jacobs, so it's nice to have two kids, two young ladies that can step in there. And,
Ooh, there's a powerful leg right there. Drifting. Yeah, Jim, she played it.
very nice.
She is not afraid, is she?
Very aggressive tonight. It's good.
Oh, that one right to the throat. I can remember. Oh,
That hurt on a cold night.
both players are shaken up. Both players are just 15. They're good players, just hobbling. Took a tough shot. Jim, this is something I noticed with both maybe our boys and girls over the years, but when they seem to have a lot of pressure or are playing a better team, we scramble a little bit more than we play to the feet.
Yep.
we kind of scramble around, and we got great athletes, and we get away with it a lot of times.
It's I think that's human nature. I think you see that with a lot of teams, but the really good ones, can keep their composure. And maybe a night like tonight, that will, that'll make WLA realize that it's got to be to a player, to a foot. And that's just not the passer. That's the people that are making themselves available.
Right, you got to get to space. That's one of my favorite sayings: get to space when you're in the offensive position. O'Connor trying to measure that up. Should I come up? Should I stay back? And
probably their best player. Right
there is a play and a nice play by our goalie again.
Got a little lucky there, bounced right off of a Fondy player, right off her head.
Wow, so far the player of the game is our goalie.
Yeah, she has had
Wow, lights out. Here's an opportunity for WLA. She played it back. Yep.
Great call by their goalie.
Good play.
Right away.
I was waiting to see because the defender, I think, was, take a shot right now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice bounce. You got to take it.
Oh, great look for WLA.
Yep, that was our first really good setup.
4 for us.
Wholesale substitution. 38th minute.
Returning for the Cardinals, number 21, Allison Chanel. And for the Vikings, number 3, Caitlin Pouch. Number 5, Liz O'Connor. Number 8, Jasmine Penner. Number 15, Kira Whitman. And number 19, Sarah Jacobs.
Hey, that's the most fan noise we've heard so far this season, Jim. Yeah. Trying to help the referee out. Hey, is that Chanel for Final Act sideline reporter Gwen? Is her number Chanel number 5? Too bad. Somebody wasn't thinking when they handed out the jerseys.
They're too young, Jeff. They wouldn't even know.
You got to get up early in the morning to come up with this stuff. Oh, that is too good. I'm even chuckling at myself.
Yeah, that was quite a reaction over there from the Fondy faithful, I guess you'd call it.
Maybe they heard the Chanel number 5 thing. And a little bit of a trip there. And
hey, give Miss Wickman credit. Early on, she was not real aggressive. I think somebody kind of upset her a little bit, ticked her off.
Yeah, maybe
and
she got one in the chops.
She just, the last 2 times, she took the ball.
Oh, he is going to call a trip right there. I didn't think he was going to call it. And, wow, this is really dangerous for Fonda. Wind at your back, drifting.
Really?
Or you just set it out there.
Just lay it. Oh, that's a good lay. Can't.
Wow, they could have called that so easily. Their goaltender grabbed Penner, number 8, grabbed
Send
her
it in,
jersey
send it
and
in.
pulled it.
And she does, sends it back in, and now turn and take a shot. Unfortunately, I thought Sarah was going to measure that up. Oh, he changed the field, but gets it off of her foot. Jacobs tries to send it. Now Connor send it right back in, which she does. Now head it, one touch and shoot. Oh, can't quite put it down. Maybe Haley's Comet can rocket it in there.
Nice ball.
Haley's Comet again.
She's
Take
gonna
the
take
shot.
one.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I would have liked it a little bit lower and harder, but that was a good shot. Ooh, it was exciting there for a minute.
Vikings kind of fighting back here the last 5 minutes. We're getting more possession and we're getting some shots.
Attention soccer fans. All students participating in the Fondy Cup halftime shootout, please report to the stadium entrance at this time.
A little bit of a tough one there. Are we going to be able to get to it? Yes, we are. And here we come. Now get to space. Give them something. Oh, just didn't quite talk enough over there.
Wisconsin doesn't have any.
Nice job.
John, I'll tell you what I've seen in the last maybe 5 to 7 minutes is Fondy is flat out tired. They are not getting the balls. We're getting everything. I think all this substituting that Master has done is going to be huge dividends in the second half. You notice that? They're just not getting to the balls they want.
Jim, I didn't until you pointed it out, and that's again why you're on the payroll.
There's the girl you got to stop, though, number 10.
And we did.
Brianna does a nice job.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a great call. I mean, she went after Brianna pretty hard on that.
Ooh, and now she's hurt over there.
She's tough.
She's going to try and walk it off, but it looked like maybe a Charlie horse right to the thigh, Jim.
Yeah,
like
she,
a knee.
She mixed it up with 10. Brianna's not going to back away, and that girl really put a lick on her.
Boy, and on a cold night tonight, those hurt even worse.
Oh, jeez.
I'd have to get her out of there.
Preferably right before the goal.
Very close.
Don't let her take that corner.
They want to forward kick.
And it's out of bounds, throw in finally. We're in the 43rd minute, Jim. We're counting down on the last couple of minutes. Got a few subs here waiting to go back in.
Inside, stay inside.
Come on, find a person here. Ooh, boy. Ooh, that girl ran Marston right off. Can't be a little strong there.
I'm going to call another corner kick for final. Another opportunity.
Okay, who you got here?
And the wind is coming quite more west, Jim, right now. It's blowing right into our face really hard. In fact, it's so hard that the flag came unglued. Here it is right into the center. 10 is right where she's supposed to be, and we clear it. Oh, thought we were going to have that. A pass back. Oh, and Jim, they panicked, and luckily they got it. She was actually trying to kick the ball out of bounds. Oh, that's a penalty, definitely.
Wow. Freezing north turned into a chilly east.
Yeah, or north, yeah. North. I said west. I meant into our face, coming more east than it is north right now. She steps and takes it into the center. It's Kira. Boy, she all maneuvered final act. Take a shot from there.
You can only touch that so much there.
Oh, see, now she's got to be able to see instead of just
1
kicking.
minute, 1 minute remaining in the half.
Final act does a nice job to keep it in bounds. Even look at that takedown. Okay, WLA, come on, don't get on your heels here. Close out the half strong. Yeah, we're going to have a sub here. Are they going to sub them? Yes, they are. Coming down to the last 30 seconds
Returning
of the
for the
first half.
Vikings, number 7, Morgan Markrath, and number 18, Caitlin Bonilla.
Got to play defense right to the
Valuable
end here.
minutes there by Penner and Jacobs coming off the bench. Doing a nice job for the Vikings.
Don't let her have a free path to the goal. Step, step, step. Oh, we got danger here. We got danger.
Posted on that one.
Number 10 looking in the right
10,
position.
9,
WLA
8,
gets away with
7,
another one.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, Jim, my thoughts on the first half is WLA held its own. I mean, we got lucky with an own goal. But you know what? Our defense and our goalie play has been outstanding. Your thoughts?
Got to have the defense in tonight. They brought it so far. Should be a great second
Good
half,
evening,
John.
soccer fans.
All right. We'll be right back after the halftime. Here we are with Emily Billets. Emily is our new assistant coach for WLA's girls soccer. That's a mouthful. Emily, we talked about this being your first year. How's it going so far?
Oh, I love it. It's been a wonderful experience. It's been fun to be back at WLA as a former WLA student myself and a member of the soccer team back in the day when it originally started. It's been fun to come back and get to share my enjoyment for the game with the girls. So
I got to see I filmed a little bit before the games, and I see that you're working a little bit with the goalies.
yeah, my primary goal goal is to work with the goalies, and then I help out obviously during games, give the girls as much encouragement as I possibly can, and kind of be that opposite person with Pastor Haig, and we seem to be a good balance.
Yeah, how's it working with Coach Haig?
Oh, I love it. I'm learning a lot from him as well. I really enjoy working with him. We have a lot of fun on the sidelines together and then during practices as well, so it's been great.
So this is your first year. How do you see the season going with the girls? Because I'll tell you what, for a while they're number one in state, undefeated. What's going on? What's it like?
There's a lot of pressure there. I sometimes think I get more nervous than the girls do on the sideline sometimes, but I am so proud of them. They really use their God-given talents out on the field, and they give it their all, and their hearts are so filled with energy and compassion, and they're just excited to play, and I love being able to support them in that.
Emily, thank you very much. Congratulations, and we're looking forward to a finish on a great season.
Me too.
Oh, clock. And we're off in the second half. We start off right away with a penalty against WLA. I think Pastor in the timeout said we got to play a little bit more physical. So he came out and did it right away.
Haley Becker just drops her opponent.
Right into the box right away practically for Final Act. Gets a turn on it. Steinhalber picks the ball up,
Nice
gets it
job.
to the outside, and
You
just
gotta get your foot on that.
Yep. I was hoping Kira would get to that. Just a little bit past her, and a throw in for WLA. Here comes the quick throw. And she does, over the head. WLA has a chance to still in. Oh,
Nice move there.
Final Act kind of did the old, ooh, both players go down. Jim, a little bit of halftime activity here. WLA taking on Final Act with some kind of student body right. I don't know what that
Penalty
was.
kicks. It was cool. They had freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors, boys and girls from both schools. And nice little friendly rivalry. WLA won, by the way.
Yeah.
6-4.
We would expect that, of course. The interesting part is Luke Mayhawk hit it so hard I was afraid he was going to knock the pole down or take the net right off.
Thank you, Caleb.
Thanks, buddy.
Missed that.
I happened to look away, but Final Act got down into the box. WLA made a little bit of a oops, and they took advantage of it.
In the 47th minute, Cardinal goal by number 15, Cassidy Kobelik.
Well, we got a little bit of hot chocolate. That's why I had to look away for just a second.
There were so many bodies down there, I couldn't even see what. Once again, that ball kind of laid in that front of the goal a little too long.
Here's our number 10 coming down. She has got some footwork, and she's a muscular girl. No doubt about that. Oh, and we take it away from her with a great defensive play, and steps in, a little bit of an unusual spin, but she was shocked. It's unfortunate that Fondy got that, Jim, right in the first 2 minutes, just like the first half, WLA getting a score. Now we have the equalizer. Now we're going to play because it's 1-1. Now we'll see if WLA can keep some pressure on and get some offense going.
So you remember, John, how about the last 10 minutes of the first half, Fondy was not getting the ball or being aggressive. They either got their batteries recharged at halftime or they got spoken to by their coach because they are winning every ball right now. They are definitely the aggressor.
Well, Jim, maybe that's the strategy in the last 10 minutes of the second half. Maybe if it still remains close or tied, that's where you put your pressure on offensively. Maybe you have a third forward and try and put some pressure. Nice takedown, but unfortunately she had to use her hand right with it. Quick restart by Fondy. Catches WLA kind of sleeping a little bit. Oh, there's across the goal. Hey, Jim, one thing I just noticed, we still have Gill here at goalie.
Yeah.
Pastor's going to stay with Gill. She was the hot hand in the first half. How can you possibly take her out? She was playing well, I'll tell you.
Much better there by
Haley. Wow.
Haley, taking her time, seeing what we got, and a little bit of a missed kick there.
Mayhawk, I did not like that play. You had plenty of room and space. Do something with it. Throw in. Haley does a nice first touch. She's getting double teamed. Got to talk. Of course, there was no talk, except by me. WLA knocks it out.
It's looking over the roster. Fondy's got, they don't have a ton of seniors, but they have some really good seniors. Attackers, people that play midfield and attack. Very veteran group.
Oh, you're talking about the state one. So, like,
yeah, they all look, I'm looking at the final lineup here, and they are very strong girls. Their legs are strong, their movements are strong.
So he's like right here.
Yeah, they are. They look, they remind me of spring, so, must be heavy into the weights.
Yeah, because you can see when they move that ball around, they kick it, twice as far. Like right there is an example. I mean, that's a long kick. Number 10 picks that up, Jim. Brianna's doing a nice job sticking with her. I mean,
yeah, she won't back down, that's for sure.
Here's a dangerous play right here. And we're in the way there for a pickoff. Don't keep going in or don't let her have that.
Yeah, again, the ball just lays in there too long and without a clearance.
Yeah, Margraf had an opportunity maybe to pick that off and
In
thought.
the 51st minute, Cardinal goal by number 20, Brooke Hubbard.
I think what she was thinking there is, I'm a little bit farther than another player. I'm going to let them get it. But ultimately what ends up happening is nobody went and got it, and Final Act ends up putting the score in. Just a little bit of a lackluster effort there, Jim. Nothing more than that.
Goes back to what you talked about early in the game about the importance of being able to clear your defensive zone. And when we don't do it, we've been paying the price more often than not. That ball's got to get out of there, and it's got to get up to the midline.
Yeah, and Jim, that last clear, and I know it deflected, but the clearing the ball has got to go out to the sides. You teach that. When our sideline reporter is shaking her head. Yeah, we teach that like in third grade. I mean, you make your clears, it's got to go outside. It cannot go to the middle. Because it's double trouble when it gets into the middle. And that's exactly what happened on that particular goal.
Yeah, there's no way that shot goes in if that ball is another 15 yards wider.
Yeah, diagonally, there was no chance on it. There's a nice little header to try and scoot it around her. Look at that clear. That closeout speed is amazing. Wide open over here. You got to step forward here. I thought Mayhawk was going to get a touch on that. It just missed her foot. Ends up going out of bounds. Final Act's throw in. She head flips it. Brianna takes a look at it. Now, just a little off the mark.
One of the two. Yeah, probably.
Calling number 10 against Brianna. She's been chipping her all night.
Very chippy.
I'm going to tell you what, she is going to be sore tomorrow. Both of those players have taken some hits.
Good thing prom was a couple weeks ago already, right?
Nice first touch by Oh, but
Yeah, you're not going to. That ball's not going to get through there.
that's a tough deal there. It looks like WLA, in my opinion, right now, Jim, has lost a little bit of their mojo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
just playing on their heels a little bit. Just kind of like, oh, we're going to, they let two go in and kind of lost their confidence. And
I was down for like a
Well, this is when you find out a little bit about your team.
There's
you're
a nice play.
playing back-to-back nights. You're getting maybe out scrapped a little bit. You're down 2-1. So, let's see. Let's see what you're made of. Can we come back?
Coming in for the Vikings, number 14, Callie Wickman, and number 21, Alyssa Lorenz.
We were talking a little bit about physically and shape and substitutions and all that kind of stuff. One thing I wanted to say is Coach Haig's approach is that the players are in much better physical shape. I used to watch the girls,
Oh, my goodness.
and I never, ever thought they had any kind of physical endurance at all. And not so here. They played a big game last night, won 8-2 against the conference rivalry. So it had to be tough. And tonight they're coming back and playing a D1 team. And you know what? For the first half, they just held right with them. Now, Final Act scored a couple, but reality is they've been playing pretty good ball. A couple of lapses, but
Absolutely.
not only good ball, but you can see that they're in, like you said, Jim, physically good shape. And it's not like they did wholesale changes where 10 players come in. It's been pretty much one or two, except for the one exception where I said that everybody's coming in. And that was only for a few minutes. Here's a chance. No. Close out on it. There's the nice angle. I love that play when it goes out to the corner like that.
Puts a defense in a tough spot.
There.
You go.
Oh,
A little more aggressive here. That's good.
big crowd tonight for WLA Friday night.
Friday Night Lights.
WLA student section isn't as rowdy as I've heard them in the past, but they're here.
To, Coach Mike Seibel and the Viking baseball team, conference champs again, huh, John?
Yeah, I heard that. And, I saw an excellent write-up on Zach Wright.
Yeah.
Excellent write-up. And I just... Ooh, here comes a dangerous one across the goal. Nice step in.
And it goes right back to the middle. That's where we really get hurt. That ball's got to continue out, come up the side, and you're immediately out of danger.
Yeah, you don't see Final Act doing that. You see them coming out sideways. And
Always.
Right there, always to the outside. Got to do it.
tough play by both players. Mayhawk's showing her that she can play. Oh, Jim, there's your player. Lorenz gets a foot to it, gets on it. Now, can we make the play? O'Connor's shouldering. Uh-oh. Nice shot.
There you go.
It was at 14. That's her best shot of the night. She's had some opportunities, but
Right foot rocket. Another senior, one of their seniors. 15, 14, and 10 are just phenomenal players, all seniors. What a great experience though for like these young Vikings. Lorenz, a freshman, Benia, a sophomore, Wickman, the freshman. I mean, yeah, they're playing against really, really good upperclassmen from a D1 school. So this is going to pay big dividends.
oh, look at that nice little move. And look at a placement of that ball was absolutely perfect. Nice physical play by both players to try and own the line.
Yep.
And WLA comes out ahead on that one. Just not quite enough overhead.
Don't help out here. There you go.
Now step to it. Okay. O'Connor stays with her mark just like she's supposed to. Lorenz closes out the play to make them back pass. Now you got to stay with them. Stay with them. There you go.
Nice job,
See what
Rachel.
happens when you stay with your player, right, Jim? You stay with your mark. Things good things happen. Oh,
Nope, we kind of lost. Come on, Caitlin Bonilla.
That's your 4. Yep, Special K has got to step to that ball there.
Here's where it gets dangerous when 10 has it.
Brianna comes
Nice
over and
job.
gives her a little bit of a whoop. Whoop. Oh, that could be a card. No.
Don't need to do that out there.
Oh, Jimmy, you got to be honest with you. I would have probably had a yellow card on that.
She went right through her.
Yeah, from behind, drug her down.
I think Rachel learned that move from her wrestling brother.
Ooh,
Right?
ooh.
Oh, Luke.
Way to be there, son!
Here we go.
Yeah, Luke, may the force be with you. And boy, at halftime, he let it go.
Understand
Holy cow.
Luke is heading up to MLC as well to play some soccer next,
Is that
next
right?
year.
I did
along
not
with
know
Johnny
that.
Peterson, so.
Fantastic. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about Zach Wright. And I'll tell you what, it was a real pleasure to watch Zach over the years play sports. But one of the things I liked in particular is I never thought he'd be able to play varsity basketball.
Not at his size.
And I'll tell you what, he really played and he did a nice job. So kudos to Zach.
Yeah, if you're a youngster out there and God hasn't given you 6'2" or 200 pounds, it doesn't matter. You look at what Zach has done in 3 sports, and he's been just a huge part of WA athletics here for 4 years. It's all about heart, desire. Great young man.
You know, I got a chance to watch him at Junior Vikes basketball for a number of years, so I got to see I got to see him when he was a little guy, just being a really good athlete. And, of course, I coached his brother. But, yeah, so kudos to Zach. Anyways, WLA playing a little bit better here, Jim. Been on a little bit more of the aggressive over the last couple of minutes. Coming into the 60th minute, 15 minutes left to go. No, let's do
30.
some math.
30. John, you're a WLA graduate.
Yeah. And math is certainly one of my skills, so I don't know what happened there. Hot chocolate's good tonight here, Gwen.
Not bad.
Sideline reporter.
Better than last time.
Give us your grade on the chocolate tonight. I don't know, scale
see a
from
B
1 to...
minus.
Okay, we get a B minus.
I walked by it.
Well, I'm not there, so. Oh, wait, you sit there.
A couple of subs for WLA.
Coming in for the Cardinals, number 7, Emily Wood. And returning for the Vikings, number 3, Caitlin Pouch. And number 15, Kira Wickman.
I want to say, fire up, girls. Come on, let's go.
I actually had
Some
no
nice passing. Final act.
I was going to say blue, but
Oh, come on.
I used to have blue cards.
There's some nice passing. That's the first time we've put a couple together. Oh. Jim, we put 3 really good passes together right down the center, but couldn't quite get the 4th one.
Here we go. Here we go, Alyssa.
Oh.
Tough.
All about the first touch, right, Jim?
Got her hustling back.
That's how you lose control of the ball. Is a tough
Look at that.
first
That's
pass.
too much free run there. That was 15 yards of no one on the Fondy girl. Can't allow people to run free in the midfield area.
Yeah, that was 15 vertical and another probably 15 horizontal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a good position. Oh, is that a heck of a play? Was that Steinhilbert?
Yeah.
Oh,
Give her some credit for
Whoa.
sticking through. She never left her mark. She never leaned. She never reached. And the girl fell down.
great
That was
play.
great defense right there.
Jim, the player actually had the angle on her, and she closed down on her and made a heck of a. She saved a goal there, no doubt.
Yeah.
Illegal throw.
No, it was. She actually picked it up. It was rolling on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure what that call is. I didn't know you could have a do-over unless she's saying move back.
I think that's what he was doing.
Okay, well,
That's where the ball would have went out of bounds. Had it gone over.
Yeah.
We did it.
That's what
Yeah, when you just stand back here, John, and look at both teams, the physicality, and I mean this in a strictly a sports sense. I bet you Fond du Lac is on the average 30 pounds larger than, and it's all muscle. You know what I mean? They're just so much more developed.
I would definitely say that. They just look like they've been in the weight room and
strong players. Look at that. That girl just took one step and put a shot on goal from, close to midfield.
Not like the Slinger softball team, right?
It took you a while.
I'm not going to say it. You'd have to turn that off.
Exactly.
Don't make me edit.
So
That's right. This
Brianna playing a conservative across the goal. Phew.
again, Marston, maybe a half step, but right in there, just making it tough, doing her job. That weak side mark is so important, John, and she did it.
Stayed right with her.
We actually both just got handbags.
I thought Lorenz was going to get to that. Now, this is where you gotta pass the ball. If you can't clear it, you gotta get a little bit better passes in that inside.
It's getting to be like blood in the water, and the sharks are slow.
Returning for the Vikings, number 7, Morgan Markgraf.
Hey, well, we did say that if that happens. I actually thought about that the other day. I thought about
The
that.
natives are getting restless below us, Jim.
His phone number in case this happens.
Give them a little hot chocolate and see what happens.
And then you get to say that.
Here comes a play by Lorenz. Let's see if she goes diagonal.
Nice ball.
She gets it through. She gets it
Perfect
through.
ball.
Oh, does she have?
What touch, huh?
Oh, I'll tell you, Kira's got speed. Unbelievable speed.
Put that goalie in a really tough spot there. That's a great ball.
Yes, it is. Oh, just
run to the corner and let her throw it.
Yeah.
Don't make it so hard.
just a tough pass there to handle. Comes right up at your shin and
Kira's one of those athletes that
Nice job. Hey,
looks so smooth. Oh, here we go. Give it to your sister. Oh, no. Boy, if she could have dropped
take
that
a
to her
rocket
sister.
shot. Take a rocket shot. Take a shot. Oh, we got to learn how to shoot those, Jim.
What happens when it gets in trouble down there? That ball is cleared 40 yards. That's what we're missing.
Here's where we could get in trouble right now. You got to slow down 10 and get some help back there.
Step up. Hey, nobody, look at 10 running free. You got to know where she is.
Tough little play. O'Connor is motioning. I don't like the call necessarily, and that's a tough one. But both players were going at it.
Obviously, there's an obvious system checking out. Like it says, okay, how
Nice play. Final act, trying to get it into the center. Here's where we've been difficult, but
it's amazing. It's absolutely
What defense are we playing right now? Who's sweeper? That was really weird. We were in a really high position. I guess Sarah's still back there.
nice little move to try and get around her. Gets the pass away, but
Oh yeah, they just sounded really good.
has a hard time handling it.
Taken away.
Yeah. Markgraf is struggling a little bit tonight. Normally she's a pretty good player, and
It's a little tougher in that center mid tonight.
I'll tell you.
That's a bad one right there.
That center mid, that'll wear you right down.
Well, and when you got really good center mids for the other team, there's no place to run at night.
Ooh, a little bit of they're gonna have a talk here at the midcourt.
Yeah, it's getting a little
I thought maybe we'd see a card come out or a warning.
was totally not pulling the ball. Did you see what she was doing?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Our sideline reporter giving her 3 cents worth because it's not just 2; she adds another one on top.
Yeah, you don't want to see that stuff start happening.
Freshman year.
Now that was one of the better kicks, Jim, right there. We finally got something into the action. Oh, nice step.
Everyone runs
Nice
back,
step,
and
yeah.
Bernard says, "I'm coming up to get it."
Now send it in. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Oh, there she is.
There she's wide.
Excellent.
Can she get to
Gotta
it?
see that.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
beautiful.
Now shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it. Oh, shoot it. If I was a fan, I'd say that. Oh, from the Gator show.
Swamp people.
I can't hold him.
My brother got a chance to meet those guys down south. Nice.
Yeah,
She's in the right spot.
Another nice aggressive play by Miss Gill.
Yeah, no, they're Louisiana folks, and of course my brother got a chance to chat with them. Stay with them. Just stay in position. There you go.
Good job, Caitlin.
There you go. Stay with it. Nice.
Good job, Alyssa.
Get to it. Get to it. Get to it.
That's dangerous. That girl will shoot from there, and she's got a powerful leg.
You got her cut
Right
her
there.
off. And it's deflected.
Number 14. Yeah. Again, there. We're letting 15 run just right through the middle of our defense there.
Yeah, and 15 is strong. She's a good player for
It
Final
was
Land.
40, right? 14.
14. I believe you got it.
In the 70th minute, Cardinal goal by number 14, Haley Aarons.
In the 70th minute.
In for the Vikings, number 4, Rachel Mayhawk. And number 18, Caitlin Bonilla.
I thought you could. I mean, I got it, but I was busy announcing.
Sorry.
Well, that puts Fond du Lac up. Does that say 4 or 3? I can't remember. 3. 3-1. So it's not like it's a blowout at this point. But there are just some things that WLA has to do a little bit better. And one of them is we can't let them have these long stretches.
Look at this. There's nobody on the ball. They're just. Yeah, we kind of, the wind has come out of our sails a little bit.
I'll tell you what, we had our defensive players jumping in the air committing, and that girl just broke our ankles twice and put a grid shot on, and unfortunately, or fortunately, it hit off the pole and went out.
I think one thing, John. Go ahead.
I think it gives you a false sense of security.
What's that?
2 goals.
Yep. Yeah, we used to say 2-0 is the most dangerous score in soccer. Maybe that'll be the case.
Yeah.
Gwen, we'll see if that's the analysis. If it is, you're going to get a promotion. You get to work the camera.
You watch. I think what you need to understand is, another nice shot. Is just because Fondy is 4-12 or whatever. D1 and D4 are a world apart when it comes to high school sports, and you're seeing it right now. You know what I mean? It's you just can't say, oh well, our record is. I mean, you have to understand that Fondy has some really, really good players, and they're playing D1 every night, and competition is that much tougher.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watching the Vikings tonight, they don't really seem to be in it. Like I've seen them some other conference games earlier this year.
Well, I got to tell you, the way I look at it is there have been moments where we've played extremely well, Jim. But not offensively. I do not see us, with the exception of 2 or 3 plays.
For the Vikings, number 8, Jasmine Penner.
I just do not think we've been much of an offensive threat. We've played very good in the midfield and stretches, very good. And right here on the defensive side, on our left side, we've played strong, and so has Steinhilbert. But we've made a couple of clearing mistakes, and part of that might be just physically that we can't get that ball out and away from us.
No.
She just slipped and fell.
She just slipped and fell.
Easy for us to see it when we're 2 inches away. Kick down into the corner.
What Pastor just doesn't want to see, you never, regardless of who your opponent is and what the circumstances are, you don't ever want to not play hard because it's too easy to get into that hole.
Exactly. Corner kick for Final Act. This is
Justin
like
Dickman.
one of the first ones of the second half. Final Act. Oh, nice shot there. Oh, gee willikers, Jim. That's just what we were talking about.
What a difference, though, to have somebody that can put a corner kick right in front of the goal.
That was pretty dangerous because both of those kicks were back into the center and we got lucky.
Yep.
So, girls, if you're watching this tonight, just a little bit of, don't clear the ball to the center, get it to the outside. I know Final Act's a better team fundamentally in some things, but, don't get panicky. Get that ball out. Here's another opportunity for Final Act, WLA, to see if they can clean up on the corner kicks here. Do a little bit better job defensively. They're the best one of the night, Jim. Oh. Should have let that one go, huh?
You watch that ball travel past four whites and onto a running red jersey. You can't have that. You got to be hungry.
Oh, they just stretched out our defense, and
you got to be hungry.
You have a corner kick.
Returning for WLA, number 21, Alyssa Lorenz.
I don't know if the wind is dying down, but
a little bit.
It doesn't feel as windy as it was a half hour ago or so.
All right, Callie.
Let's see if we can put some offense together here. Oh, we got a new forward up there, Jim. Number
Jasmine Penner. She got a few minutes in the first half, too.
Tell me about Penner a little bit, Jim. I don't know much about her.
I think tonight's the first night I've seen her play extensively, but she's got some speed, so.
Is she coming off JV or is she a varsity player backup?
She's a junior.
She's a junior.
She's a junior, okay.
So backup, yeah.
So I apologize, I haven't seen her play much.
I'm sure Pastor Haig, with back-to-back games, he's going to try and get
absolutely.
Get everybody some minutes and try and keep the legs somewhat fresh.
Good call off. Belling and Becker.
Returning for the Cardinals, number 5, Esther Shorzy. And for the Vikings, number 17, Erin Belling. And number 20, Haley Becker.
She didn't go for the juke. She stuck right with the ball. Oh, don't let them have space.
So we don't run through things very well. We kind of run up to a situation and stop. Instead of running completely through it and making sure that girl right there, 8's doing a nice job. Don't give up until the ball is gone. Run through everything.
Like right there. Exactly. See, that's a nice play to space, Jim,
Oh, yeah.
You don't always have to play it to a player's feet. You can play it to, where you expect them or want them to be. Now, just take your time. Take your time.
Let's be honest.
And Becker puts it up in some space and letting them run on it.
Best clearance we've had all night.
Yeah. I think our sideline reporter was right. Maybe she does have the strongest leg. There's a nice pickoff. Ooh, stay with it.
There it is.
Oh,
There it is.
Man, how do you let that girl run up when you got 3 defenders?
oh. I disagree with 100% with that call.
Tell you what, that number 10's getting a lot of calls out there. A ton of
I
calls.
just disagree with that one. That's a no call in my opinion. You let Final Act get in a scoring position. Oh, Jim, that's a nice play by Final Act to get
What
the head
did that
down there.
remind you of? That girl scrunched down like that, that header. What does that remind you of?
It reminded me of the USA Olympic women.
Nope.
Oh,
Last year at Lamira High School, about 100 minutes into the game,
oh,
free kick, and Zach Wright did the exact same thing. Remember, he got down so low and just flicked it,
yeah. That's
and that
true.
was the goal that sent them to state, just like that, almost exactly. That was a pretty awesome day too, wasn't it,
Oh,
Jim?
that
We've had
was-
a lot of good ones.
That was
haven't we?
beautiful.
A lot of good days.
Beautiful.
Many, many, many memorable games and goals and victories and losses.
They should get sponsored by Come on, right?
Kind of wonder, when you got a school of 2,000 kids, I mean, I wonder what soccer tryouts are like.
Well,
No, you gotta go. You gotta tell them. You came up with
You might have a couple hundred kids try out.
yeah, they don't in this. I'll tell you a little story about
Or is it all about you traveling?
traveling. What I was going to tell you, Jim, is that now this is, the academies came out, soccer academies, and they're trying not to let a lot of kids play regular school soccer. They don't want them to.
Yeah.
But before that came about, hang on just a second.
Be a throw in for the Vikings. Back in for WLA, Morgan Markgraf.
Returning for the Vikings, number 7, Morgan Markgraf.
I'm going to come watch this court.
Nope.
I don't want to
So you
trip you.
get
Yeah, and I think it's the cold weather is sucking us right dry here tonight. So just be careful. What I was saying is before the academies, when kids would really try out, there was a big program of soccer in southern Minneapolis area with some of those teams.
Returning for the Cardinals, number 12, Franz Clement.
I had heard that they had between 300 and 400 people try out in high schools that were like 1,200.
Wow.
So soccer and lacrosse and hockey are big up there. And I don't think you see that with Final Act. I think you probably see 35, 40 kids go out, and that's probably about it.
We just decided down below.
Yeah.
We've got the Jim and John show up here. You guys got to get sponsored by Jimmy John's.
Jimmy Johnson.
I like that, Tyler.
We'll get right on that.
That's what our audience says. They turn the volume off so fast you freak. I've had enough of these guys.
I'll tell you what, if they sponsor us and let us have free subs, absolutely. Oh, there's a takedown and no call, and he's going to let that go as a corner kick.
I think he called that on Fondy there.
I don't know how. That looked the other way.
The center ref looks very disinterested at this point, almost like he's late for his first martini.
It is Friday night, Jim, and some of us have plans.
Yes. Yes, we do.
And my stomach is glad we do.
It's good to have plans in life.
What a sponsor.
Yep. Plan your work and work your plan. There, 10. Oh, nice play. I'll tell you, I am impressed. She is working hard on her. There's a shot, and down she goes, Jim, for a nice fundamental goal play again. I'll tell you, I'm going to have to interview her because I'll tell you what, that's some of the best goal playing I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I agree. And you know that Bernard girl for getting pretty beat up early in the game with a Charlie horse or whatever it is, she hasn't backed down 1 ounce.
No, I think both of those girls are definitely worth an interview.
All right, here we go.
There's Margaret. She's got some nice toe. Come on, get to it. Come on, get to it. Almost.
If Morgan can just get that split second, she'll put the ball where it needs to be.
Come and get it, Haley. That a girl.
There you go. Good. Force her out.
Nice pressure with WLA, staying right on it. And we got to want to substitute here.
Returning for the Vikings, number 3, Caitlin Pouch.
Caitlin into the game, substituting out for outside mid. Get a foot on it, but there we are. Let's put something together here. We got her running on it. Oh, don't let her do that to you.
Don't bring it back. Come this way. There's no one here.
She was trying to, Jim, I think she was trying to drop it in the hole, but she wanted to go right with it. She didn't want to go left. Good crowd tonight, Jim. Fond du Lac versus WLA. I don't know. We must have at least 30 people. No, I'm just kidding. It looks like a good amount of fans. And rowdy.
It's good to see.
Because our sideline reporter last game reported that the crowd was a little bit on the dead side, and tonight it's not. So what do you think about that, sideline reporter?
I agree. It's better.
She agrees.
We have a flock of Cardinals in.
Hey,
And
a flock of Cardinals. Wow.
Flock of seagulls.
We saved up for
There
that.
you go.
In for the Cardinals, number 1, Phoebe Blue. Number 4, Brianna Colton. And number 15, Cassidy Kovalik. And in for the Vikings, number 22, Anna Barkwart.
Yeah, it's nice to see Anna come in now. I tell you.
Freshman.
Yeah.
She scored last night.
She's kind of a little bit of a scoring threat. I watched her the game against Lamira, and I was actually taken off guard. I didn't know that she was that good of a soccer player. So good for you.
Tell you what, the cupboards are well stocked for girls soccer at WLA.
Oh, good stop on the attack. Wow. Guess who it is again, Jim? And a nice pass up the field, exactly what we want. Now, if you're Anna, look at where she's at. She's right in space there. She can get to it. Okay.
Yeah, she was in the right spot.
Yeah,
So we got a couple of freshmen up at forward right now for the Vikings. Freshman at stopper.
there's a good ball from Final Act to try and get it all wide going across. Yeah, Anna was at Anna. You know, I gave the big talk for fuel last week.
Sunday?
Last week Sunday. And
Was that Mother's Day? No.
yep, Mother's Day, and we had
Well,
a
our
nice.
pastor was there.
We had a nice crowd.
Pastor
Yep.
Keeker?
Yep.
Yep.
Did he tell you that he saw me?
I saw him beforehand. So
Okay.
and then, yep.
You'll have to say, well, I didn't know anything about that John guy, and I did use your name and not in vain at the meeting. I did say I was didn't know if I should talk about my childhood, but I did, and I think a lot of people appreciated it and seemed very interested. So it went well. So
That's a wonderful little program going there. Teens can be such an awkward age, as we kind of remember.
and so many decisions and what to do, and
What's right, and to be accepted, and everything else.
yep. So, but anyways, the reason I brought that up was Anna was there, so it was good to see her there, and certainly a good little soccer
Her father
player.
is the minister at Redeemer.
Correct.
Yes.
Returning for the Vikings, number 8, Jasmine Penner, and number 18, Caitlin Bonilla.
It's almost over.
Yeah, coming down to the last 3.5 minutes or so, if I can do my math right. So we got a lot of subbing going on right now for WLA. Some young players getting a chance to get on the field. Good experience against a good team.
Here's Fond du Lac's playing this just like any other, game. They make their subs here and there. Not too many.
That's a tough
Did you hear the ankle there?
I heard something. It was a tough one. Now he is. Yeah, that was a first step. I don't know if she caught her. It almost looked like she caught her cleat in the. We'll take a time out and a commercial message from Jimmy Johnson. We'll be right back. Out of town.
Yeah, so we're not going for home.
Oh, that's too bad.
Caleb said the reason they did that is they'd have people go to their football game. That's the only way they can get fans. Because they're like one for the last 2 years. So.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll get one more shot, Jim.
A couple minutes left, yeah. Somebody up there and...
No, that's not the way to put it together. Yeah, you got a lot of Fond du Lac players still in here that were the starters.
Sure. Yeah, not
still
many subs
playing.
at all.
Like you said, he's passing someone. He's got
Yeah, and I give Fondy all the credit in the world. Hey, you're not struggling, tough year. Hey, this is a big game. This is a city rival going.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Playing hard to the end. Oh, Anna playing tough.
Displaced.
Got to watch his ball movement. I'll tell you what. If you don't play, here, knocked it out the back line for another corner kick for WLA. Or for Fond du Lac, nope, they're going to call it a goal kick. In the 89th minute, we got about a minute and a half left to go. Jim, we're struggling on those goal kicks, and again, it's
just clearing the ball has been a real issue for us.
Yeah.
We've given them way too many
There's a handball.
second chances. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of boys soccer teams that would have liked to have played each other, right? Fondy, WLA over the years probably would have been some great matches.
1 minute remaining in the game.
It's number 1 for Fond du Lac. She must be a sub. I haven't seen her.
Yeah, she's got her first action.
Finishing out the last minute or so, here comes our goalie making another play. Gil, I'd like to see her stats. She's had a lot of stops, Jim.
Yeah,
a lot of action. Yep. Kudos goes out. And if she's willing and able, we'll have her in our post-game report because she's had a heck of a game. Got Special K in there playing center mid again, Jim.
10,
Put her anywhere.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So WLA ends up coming up a little bit short, 3-1. But Jim, there's a lot of things that happened that were very good for WLA, and good to see that they stuck with it.
Fabulous night. Great for City of Fond du Lac soccer, and great for WLA because they got earned some valuable experience against a good team tonight.
Yep, and thanks for tuning in to the Jim and John Show, and we're going to go to our post-game report. So we will see you shortly.
Stay tuned for the post-game report as we interview your WLA players to get game insights.
I'm like, do you even need me? That they're
You're a half.
Thanks for tuning into the game this week. We'll be back with you next week for another great round of WLA soccer. Hey, don't forget to tell all your friends and family about the new WLA YouTube channel. See you next week.